My name is Sergio Alvarez, and I was born in Mexico City and moved to the US 12 years ago. I started working for Starbucks in 2009 at the Pike Place Market. When I was in Seattle, my grandfather passed away, and it was really tough. I grew up listening to his stories of him working himself up through a grocery chain in Mexico without knowing how to read or write. Hearing every single thing that he had. And I think Starbucks was one of those companies that I felt like if you put your heart in what you did and you did it with passion, that you could get far.
Still got it. Yeah.
So I was invited to Chiapas to see how Starbucks and Conservation International were fighting climate change, and I wanted to bring this story back to our partners. When I was very young, my family and I went to Chiapas. Coming back after all these years, I was able to see the real effect and impact of climate change. And it's happening all over the region. I could really see that the landscape is changing. I mean, farmers are just looking to make a living out of coffee. And when they don't have enough production on their farms, they'll just go higher up in the mountain, damaging the buffer zones and protected forest. So it's very important that they plant new trees and that they manage the shade.
Aperturar más planta porque si no, al talar árbol es lo mismo que hace, afecta el cambio climático.
Deforestation is one of the reasons why we see the trends of climate change and the variability in weather patterns in coffee producing areas like this. There's something going on, and I think leaf rust was one of those. That was like the big flag.
Most of the production was lost in a lot of countries, and the reason why this fungi was so aggressive was due to drastic changes of weather in the region.
La roya tiene 4 años que pegó, a los 3 ya no cosechamos nada. Fue una catástrofe total.
So after talking to farmers in Sierra Moreno, and knowing that they used to produce about 50 bags per hectare, and now they're producing 3, it was startling for me.
¿Cuánto solía producir antes de la roya?
Entre 80 y 90 bultos.
We're at the nursery of Caltenango with about 2 to 3 million frost-resistant slants that will go to producers all around the area.
It started 20 years ago in Chiapas, in between Starbucks and Conservation International, and together we launched their first coffee origin called Shade Grown in Chiapas, and today 99% of the coffee that Starbucks buys around the world is verified with these practices that are called café practices.
Me dan asesoría técnica en el cuestión del café, cómo lo debo de trabajar y cómo lo debo de sembrar y cómo lo debo de conservar el café.
De eso vivimos,
Sí.
el café.
Ahora sí, como campesinos, pues nuestro patrimonio es en la parcela de café, es el café más que nada.
When you see the logo of Conservation International on a bag of Starbucks, I think it truly means we realize that we need to take our work in coffee-producing countries all over the world very seriously. Every cup of coffee we serve is doing good, but that alone isn't enough. Each and every one of us need to do our part to reduce the effect.